to give my yes to you today. I choose.
Good morning. It's Thursday, the 16th of July. Here's a lungo for Coffee with God this morning. If you have your Bibles, turn to Mark chapter 2, verse 23-24. And it happened that he was passing through the grain fields on the Sabbath, and his disciples began to make their way along while picking the heads of grain. The Pharisees were saying to him, "Look, why are they doing what is not lawful on the Sabbath?" And Jesus goes on to say to them that the Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. In other words, the rules, the stipulations, the restrictions that we put on ourselves must come from the heart that God has changed, that God has formed, that God has shaped, that God is busy filling with His love. And out of His love overflowing in our heart comes the way we live. And love rules are different to man-made rules in the sense that the Pharisees drew up law upon law upon law and regulation upon regulation upon regulation to try and define what not working, what honoring God was. So you honor God if you keep the Sabbath, for example, this example. But you honor God if you go to church. You honor God if you give. You honor God if you... Jesus is saying here, you know what? There's always there's always work to do. There's always the next thing that needs to be attended to and needs to be done. When you're ready to surrender, when you in your heart recognize the need for Sabbath, to stop to reflect, to stop to rejoice, to stop to remember, to stop to worship and to honor God, to do that. When you're ready to surrender, when you're ready, man was made for the Sabbath, not the Sabbath for man. Man needs a Sabbath. Man needs to stop, surrender, rest, reflect, regenerate. But it needs to come from, I'm going to stop now, not I have to stop now. A horrible application that a lot of guys won't enjoy is, if you only ride the speed limit when you know there's a possibility of traffic police or camera or a trap, are you really being obedient, or are you just avoiding penalty, capture? Speaks to the attitude. It speaks to the heart of the way that we do life. I want to challenge you to think about why you do life. What do you need to surrender? What is the Lord in your heart? Not with a bunch of rules. What is the Lord in your heart saying? I need to surrender this. I need to, this is something I need to give attention to. And it's not a rule, it's not a law. It's God transforming your life through His presence in you, His love filling your heart. Come and chat about it. Come and think about it. Let's talk a little bit more. It'd be awesome to spend some time with you. In the meantime, have a great Thursday.